Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, good morning, wherever you're at. Welcome back to Feeding the Soul podcast. Today, we are joined by someone you may recognize from Food Network. Uh, if you've seen the new show 24 and 24, which is like my wife and I's one of our favorite to watch now. If you remember the really, really tall chef who was kicking butt in season one, you recognize this guy. Straight out of Atlanta, Chef Chris Ingram. Welcome to the show, sir.
Oh, thank you for having me. Thank you for the introduction. Yeah, I'm definitely the tall guy. I'm sitting down right now, but I'm definitely the
And
tall guy.
still, like compared to like, yeah, it just happens to be.
You can see the difference in the screen. Yeah, I'm 6'6", so
Well, thank you for joining us.
thank you for having me.
So for like I mentioned, for everyone who's watching now, they may have seen you on Food Network, but for those who have never met you or seen you before,
Mhm.
I always ask all my guests the same question in like a short 2 minutes or less, which is hard to do for most people in this industry. Talk about like what led you from the beginning to where you are now in your culinary journey.
In 2 minutes, okay. So,
I know normally that would take like two full podcast episodes, but we're
oh
gonna
yeah. I
Cliff
mean,
Notes version.
honestly, I mean, I grew up in the kitchen. My mom was always cooking. My dad and my uncles were always on the grill. I was always hungry, so I had to learn how to cook. And it kind of just became what it is today when I got out of the military. I remember
Oh,
I was I was sitting on the couch at my cousin's house, and her and I had always kind of talked about doing something in the food industry, or we had talked about opening up a bed and breakfast like hotel type of chain. And I was sitting on the couch and I saw a commercial for the cordon bleu, and I was like, you know what? Like I'm gonna just try it out. I literally called them that moment. I enrolled, and kind of just the ball got rolling from there. So it's kind of been up from
I
there.
gotta jump in here. So you
Mhm.
got out of the military
Yes,
and then went into the cordon bleu.
yes,
You are
yes.
not afraid of a challenge, are you?
Oh no, I mean it's fun. I mean, if you're not challenging yourself, I mean, I don't know what you're doing. Like you got to be trying something different. Side questing, just trying to do all you can. So I love a challenge.
That's fantastic. So you go to cordon bleu, go from there. So how did you go from I'm going to school to
Mhm.
now all of a sudden we see you battling it out on Food Network? Like, where'd that jump come?
So it was a it was a long time from from culinary school until I got on my first show, because my first show was actually I was on God's Grocery Games.
Okay.
And the way, so like you said, I love a challenge. So while I'm in culinary school, I'm also in the fire academy because I'm training to be a firefighter. So
You don't like being bored, do you?
no, never bored. So it might have took, honestly, if I'm being honest, it took about 7, 8 years from culinary school to the first show. And honestly, I just applied for Triple G,
Okay.
and I forgot I applied. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just take a chance. I saw that they were having a firefighter episode, so I applied. And then like many months later, um, we had just had my daughter, and I'm in my daughter's room, and my phone rings, and I never answer. I never answer like unknown number, but something said pick
Right.
up the phone. So I picked up the phone, and they were like, "Hey, this is such and such casting." I'm like, "Okay." And she's like, "Oh, from God." She said, "From Food Number." I said, "Oh, really?" Oh, like my whole energy completely changed. And they interviewed me. I sent them some pictures or whatnot, and one thing led to another. So that led to me getting on God's Groceries Games. I did well on there, which led to another show called Big Bad Budget Battle, which was also on Food Network, and did well on there. And then I was at the station one day, and my phone rang again. I said, "Let me answer it." And they were calling me about 24 and 24, said, "We'd love to have you." I was like, "All right." So, within a week after that, I was flown out to LA, and y'all saw it on TV.
So okay, couple things because that was like whirlwind. Number
Yeah.
one, in the
Mhm.
firehouse, are
Yeah.
are you like forced to be the chef now at the firehouse because no
Um,
one's gonna try to cook when you're there?
I mean, pretty much, yeah. Like, and then it's almost like if I don't cook, people are like, "Why you ain't cook?" I'm like, we've been busy today. Like, no, we didn't have a chance to go to the store, but it's people knew, like, even before the TV shows, like, it was, I don't know how the word got out, but once people found out that I graduated from culinary school, I was automatically like ordained as like the firehouse chef. So
Oh, I would imagine.
yeah, I mean, but I enjoyed it though. I can't say like, oh, they're in here making me forcing me to cook. Like I liked it, bringing people together. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of times at the firehouse, we'll get so busy throughout the day, and the day can be long, hard, or stressful, and just being able to bring the guys together to sit down, and break bread and share stories, and it's just kind of a way to just kind of settle the day down a little bit.
Well, and I'm gonna come back to the whole 24 and 24 thing. Just blows my mind as a concept,
Mhm.
but I'm gonna come back to that later.
All
You
right.
said you really enjoy like bringing people together, even if they didn't want you to, you'd still want to do it. And
Mhm.
that's sort of what I want to like get into in all my people I interview is what is it that drives you as a passion? Like, yes, chefs love to cook, but
Mhm.
outside of the kitchen, what is it that drives you and is really gets the fire going?
Outside of the kitchen, I mean, lately it's been my kids. I just had my son. Literally,
Congratulations.
thank you. He's 2 months and
Oh, just
couple
had.
days. Yeah, yeah, he's like 2 months and a couple of days old. And then before that, it was my daughter. And it's like, you know, wanting to set like a good example and show them that, hey, you can achieve great things if you just continue to work at it and you keep working hard. And, I just want them to see me go after everything that I want so they can feel they can do the same things. Like, I just want to be the example for them.
Well, they're definitely going to see a father who's not afraid to to work because all those things you listed, I'm like,
Definitely, definitely,
that's
definitely, definitely,
like
definitely.
military. Oh, and firefighter. Oh, and chef. Yeah, that's impressive. So, okay, I do want to go back because fans of Food Network, we'll see a show,
Mhm,
like Guys Grocery Game. It's lighthearted. You
mhm,
battle it out. You're
mhm,
done. Maybe filming might last a few hours or something. That's
mhm.
it. 24 and 24 is a completely different concept. So
Completely.
I can't imagine that any of those other competitions prepared. I mean, yes, you know you're going to battle in
Mhm.
the kitchen with people, but just that dragging out of time. How much more difficult was that, or was it difficult in a
It
different way?
was it was significantly more difficult, and not to I guess kind of like downplay Triple G or Big Bad Budget Battle, but guys grocery games I was competing against other firefighters. Nobody who had an incredible culinary career or anything like that. There were other firefighters from the different departments across the world. I mean, across America, and then Big Bad Budget Battle, was against more home cooks and things like that. So not saying that it wasn't, I didn't win. So, but it was still good competition. But 24 and 24, like I'm walking in, I'm like, I was just watching this guy on like, oh, it was a few people on there who I was watching on Tournament of Champions and just all over Food Network, people there who had been cooking like 20 plus years. And it was way more people, like
Yeah,
Triple G, it was four contestants. On Big Bad Budget Battle, it was three contestants. 24 and 24, like the numbers inside it was 24 of the best chefs from across the country. Like it was way more intimidating, like way more intense. It was real. It was a challenge for sure. A challenge for sure.
but that had to feel good. I mean, you walk into a room like that and you're looking at all these people you've been
Mhm.
watching on TV for a while. And I remember that first episode, I'm like, I couldn't believe people who were going home right away,
Yeah,
who were
yeah,
like big dog names, right?
huge name. And that's what I'm saying. Like like it's kind of crazy to like I mean, to kind of compare it to basketball, like if you know of anybody, like a rookie NBA player has been
Mhm.
LeBron James has been in the league 20 years. So
Right.
a lot of these rookies weren't even born when his rookie season. So I'm walking in and it's like I'm almost kind of starstruck. But even some of the hosts, some of the people that were there, I have when I saw Jet Taylor, I was like, that's really Jet Taylor. Like I've been watching him cook for like I don't know how long, and he's going to be judging my food. It was surreal. Like, but it was also it almost felt rewarding in a sense because I knew I had put the work in. I knew I had been training for that moment, and I felt like I belonged, especially after running round one. I'm like, okay. And shout out to Chef Declan. he had won like Hell's Kitchen a few times. He was like best chef in Ireland a couple of times, and I'm like, this is my first challenge,
Oh, I remember that. Yeah,
and
I
he was
remember
like,
that.
and it was so crazy because out of the entire show, it was, like I said, it was 24 contestants. Him and I were like a combined like 12 feet of height and like 400 pounds of dude. Because like, how did the two biggest guys get kind of compared up to each other? So it was like out the gate, like right out the gate, it was like I'm like this is happening right now. Like there was no chance to like you know kind of calm my nerve. Like it was out the gate. Let's get to it.
Did it did it get you fired up to like, and I feel like I know the answer to this already, being in the military and as a firefighter,
Mhm.
the challenges are before you now. You walk in there and you talk about these names you see. Did
Mhm.
that just make you step your game up and come more focused? Or did like a little bit of like the nerves take over?
Uh, Honestly, it was kind of a combination.
Okay.
I can't sit there and say because it's different. You know what I'm saying? Like it's being in the Marine Corps. Like you train for kind of one thing, and we know what the battle is going to be. We know our plan of attack in the firehouse. We've trained for this type of fire, for that type of fire. What happens if what do we do if this happens in the kitchen? I don't know the challenge. I don't know what we're going to be doing. And it's just like when it gets sprung on you, you have to be able to think so quickly on your feet and executed well. So it was, I mean, I can't, the nerves were there, but I had to calm myself down because I knew if I didn't, it was going to be one round and I was going to be packed up out of there. So,
Well, I gotta tell you, we in our household when that show first came out, we were watching. My wife and I were like, "Holy cow, look at this thing!" And we had so much fun watching the other chefs on there. So, bravo to you, and
thank you.
hopefully they bring a veterans episode back or season
I
back.
hope so. I hope so. They got. I want a second chance to get back
Like
on.
24 redemption or
The
something like
20 or 24 redemption episode. I mean, because I did well. I mean,
you
it
did.
was it started off with 24, and I ended up being like top nine or top 10. So, I mean, I'm proud of what I did. I can't. I mean, I don't have any regrets. I mean, well, there's maybe one regret that I had that got me eliminated in that round, but other than that, like I'm proud of what I accomplished.
Okay, well, you mentioned basketball earlier, and I went to Michigan State, so I'm a basketball. So when you're
Mm.
in a tournament and you don't necessarily win the whole thing, but you look at all those awesome teams that didn't make it as far as you, it kind of does make you feel pretty
Little
good.
bit,
Uh,
little bit, little bit.
yeah.
It softens the blow. It softens the blow, Devin.
All right, so I gotta ask. So we've
Mm.
listed all these different things. How do you balance your time? Father,
Mm.
chef, firefighter, uh, globetrotter, because you're going to all these different like
Yeah.
there's only 24 hours in a day. So how do you balance that like family time and chef time and firefighter? Like where does that work in?
Oh, it's not easy. I can't sit here and say it's easy at all. Honestly, I write a lot of things down. I gotta prioritize what I'm trying to do, when I can do what, who can help me with this, who can help me with that. But I think a lot of it kind of starts with like having like a strong home. Like we need to have like a strong home foundation that you can lean on and know it's gonna, have your back and support you. It allows me to essentially kind of just reach out and kind of touch everything that I need to. Because if I don't stay balanced, it's like you heard of the saying like you can be a master, you can be a well, how's it go? Be a jack of all trades, but a master of
Master of
none.
none. Yeah, yeah,
I kind of have to be a master of multiple because I can't give like half energy towards
yeah.
like fatherhood, husbandhood, militaryhood, firefighterhood, like all those things like require like my full energy and attention. So I have to be able to stay organized and prioritize. And a lot of times my family's gonna come first. Like if I achieve and accomplish all these things and this and that, but if it's at the cost of my family, then
Right.
it's not worth it.
Absolutely. And I forgot to list. I'm looking at your shirt though, Ben. I've seen that I posted a few times. That's another project you got going on, right?
Oh yeah, that's
Because you need more to do.
yeah, of course. That's my culinary company. Me and my partner, Chef Cash Carries Walker, him and I, we met in culinary school,
Oh,
and
cool.
we started Bando Verde. Not too long after that, we started just as like a meal prep company, meal prep catering and things like that, and we've kind of grown into this whole I mean, we kind of left the meal prep behind, kind of leaning into more like high end events. And right now, our biggest thing is our signature sauce. We finally got it off the ground, got it out the co-packer, and got it on. I think we're in, let me see, one, two, three, four. We got it in our fifth store today, actually. So
I saw
that's
that on
something. Yeah,
Instagram, the
yeah.
list of stores.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Yeah,
So the
man.
big question is, can I order it? Can you ship that out to California?
I got you. I got you. I
Okay.
promise I got you. Yeah, we're working on
It's
getting
grilling season out
distributors
here. I need
now.
some
Yeah,
sausage.
I
Yeah.
got you. I know it. I know it. Yeah. That's been fun. Kind of just sitting back and just kind of seeing how we've grown. And I look back at it. Your phone's always reminding you of look at your moments back from 2020 or 2021. I'm like, man, we used to do that or we did like that. And so I'm just proud of what we've done and how far we've came. And knowing that I really don't feel like we've even scratched like the surface of our potential is is like such a motivator because I know we can do so many more things and reach so many more people. So future's bright.
Yeah, it is. And you mentioned reaching people. So that's going to bring me to my last big serious question before we get to the
Mm-hmm.
fun stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So all these things that you have your hands in, whether it's chef, firefight, all that.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes down to it, forget Chef Chris, just Chris
Mm-hmm.
as a person. What is it that is near and dear to your heart, whether it's a cause, whether it's an organization you've been in that like, and the way I ask this question is, if in a perfect world you could organize a gargantuan fundraiser
Mm-hmm.
for one organization or group, who would
Mm-hmm.
it be and why? And I'm guessing that's gonna be a tough one for you because you
It
seem
is. It
passionate about
is.
a lot.
Because I've kind of had my hands in so many things. I would say just one. If I had to do just
I'll let
one.
you pick two or three.
Okay, I'll give you two. I'll give you two.
Okay.
One is anything that I could support with a starving child or a hungry child. I
Mm.
think that being a firefighter as well, I'm running so many of these calls and seeing children who are, might be below the poverty line or, I'm hungry or this and that. Like that's something that always kind of like tugs at the heartstrings a little bit. So I would definitely want to just organize something to make sure like I think these kind of companies already exist. You got like No Child Left Behind and No Kid Go Hungry, but something even bigger than that. Like I don't
Okay.
want kids to ever have to worry about where their next meal is going to come from. Like that's something that
Yeah,
is just weird. Like it bothers me because like starting your day off with a good breakfast, having a good lunch meal of the day, and a good dinner, it kind of just sets the tone. You know what I'm saying? Like when you don't eat, you're upset, you're fatigued, you're angry, and that can lead to so many other things. So just starting the day off on a positive leg, getting a good breakfast in, it can just lead to so many other successes. So that would definitely be number one.
absolutely.
And the second one is kind of random. I, well, not that random, I guess. I've always had a soft spot for dogs.
Oh, I knew I
Yeah, I've
liked you.
always
That's
had a
great.
soft
I'm a
spot for
total dog guy.
dogs. I always have. Like a lot of my fellow firefighters always kind of make fun of me because if they see a stray outside, hey, Ingram, you want to go get it? I'm like, man, I already got one. But my dog now, Neffy, she was she was a stray. Literally found her across the street from the fire station.
Hmm.
Dog pound was finna come pick her up, and I went outside to look at her. She kind of just laid at my feet, and I was like, "Man, I can't let her
Oh,
go."
done.
So I was hooked immediately. So I called my dad. My dad came and picked her up, and then I've had her. I was 8 years ago, so I've
Wow.
had her ever since then. But I just always had a heart for animals. I hate seeing I follow just on social media so many different humane shelters and say, hey, this dog has 7 hours. I'm like, man, like I wish there was something I could do, or just if I could put together something where no dog or no cat has to be euthanized because we can't find them a home. Like that's
Oh,
something that
you're
it
you
all.
probably don't like watching the John Wick movies. Remember the
John Wick is
don't mess with that
John
man's
Wick is
dog.
different. John Wick is different, but hey, I understand his pain. I understand his pain. So.
And you said there's a third one, or just focus
No, just those two.
on
Just
two?
those
Okay,
two.
okay. You don't want to spread it out too far.
Not too far.
I'm gonna put some organizations in the Atlanta area in the bottom of this,
Okay.
so people can reach
Gotcha.
out and
All right.
support things.
Appreciate you.
Okay, so we got real deep there. I'm not trying to make people cry. So we're gonna lighten things up here at the end with
All
the
right.
lightning round. Because every
All
good
right.
podcast gotta have a cheesy lightning round at the end. So
It's
we're
necessary.
gonna do this like those ink blot things. I'm just as soon as I
Okay.
say something, you just blurt out first thing that
Okay.
comes to mind.
Okay.
Start real easy for a chef on this one.
All right.
Sweet or savory?
Savory.
Okay, you thought about that one too.
I did. I did. I did. But I'm gonna go savory. I'm gonna go savory.
Okay, okay. Last great meal you had and where was it?
Last great meal I've had, and where was it? I eat pretty good. I eat pretty good. I'll say the one that stuck out for me. There's a restaurant over at Inman Park called Del Bar,
So,
and they
okay.
are like Middle Eastern kind of maybe Persian kind of cuisine. It's a phenomenal restaurant. They do these saffron salmon kebabs.
Oh,
Amazing, absolutely amazing. And then they do this rice with like the crispy rice at the bottom with these golden raisins. Oh, phenomenal, phenomenal.
I haven't eaten in a while. It's making me hungry. That sounds
Shout out to Del.
delicious. Yeah. All right. Third one. This is personal now.
All right,
One kitchen tool you cannot live without.
a sharp knife, a sharp knife. That's I know that's kind of basic, but that's the start of every good recipe. If you can't cut, because any good chef we cook from scratch.
Yeah.
If you have a dull knife, good night.
So for
It's
you, it's not even so much the style or size of the knife. It's got to be sharp.
Just be sharp. If it's
Yeah.
sharp, I can make it. I can make a lot of things work. But if it's dull, I'm sorry. It's finito. There's nothing I can
That's an interesting answer. Okay. Good to
do.
know. All right. Similar to that, what is
Sorry.
always in your fridge at home?
Always in my fridge at home. Mushrooms. Mushrooms.
Oh,
Oh yes. I love. If I can find a way to work mushrooms into the recipe, I will. Like I love mushrooms, and I
now
think
I'm
a
going to
lot
throw
of
in an
people.
extra follow-up. Favorite mushroom?
Uh,
I'm a mushroom junkie.
right now. I'm gonna say oyster mushrooms. Oyster
Ooh.
mushrooms are probably my favorite. They're right. I like woods ear mushrooms,
Okay.
shiitakes, maitakes, the beach mushrooms. I always love a good portobello. Uh, lion's mane. Those are always really good too because when you
We
can
just
get a
grilled
good
those up
sear
not
on them.
long ago. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a mushroom.
Have you
Mushroom.
been to Florence, Italy before?
No, I have not.
There's a market, the central market in Florence, Italy, and there's all these sort of like small vendors. And this one vendor has giant barrels just filled with mushrooms, creminis and oyster. Like it's a chef's heaven in that place.
That sounds. It sounds
Oh,
like that sounds a good medley. Oh my god, you can't go
yeah.
wrong. Not go
Now
wrong.
I'm really hungry. Okay. All right. Last lightning round question.
All right.
If you could share a bottle of wine with anybody, living or past, who
Mhm.
would it be and why?
Uh,
And for a bonus, throw in what kind of wine would it be?
Whew. You know what? Keeping it with the theme of culinary right now. Um, Somebody that I haven't met and I want to meet is Chef Marcus Samuelson.
Oh, yeah.
I've always, yeah, kind of looked up to him a little bit. All the things he's accomplished, and having accomplished these things in New York, they say if you can make it there, you can make it anywhere. So if I
Mhm.
could just pick his brain and kind of learn how he's kind of maneuvered his way around the food industry. It would definitely be him. And as far as the type of wine, probably a good cab, probably a good Cabernet. Lately I've been trying to learn, drink more wines and kind of just expand the wine palate per se. So I'll say a
Okay.
good cab for
Okay.
sure.
So, Chef Samuelson, if you're listening and you're in Atlanta anytime soon, cab with this guy.
Tap in, man,
There it
please.
is. Well, Chef Chris, thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate it. And also, thank you for your service. Anyone who gives themselves to the military and then also right after become a first responder, that's a double thank you. So, really appreciate your time and your service.
Well, thank you for having me, man. It was a pleasure being on. I hope wish you more success with the podcast and things
Thank
continue to grow for you as well.
And everybody watching, check the links in the comments or wherever you're watching this for the different charities that you can support in the Atlanta area. And you got to check out Bando Verde sauce. Get that shipping all over the country here and on some barbecues.
It's delicious.
All right. Thank you. Have a great day.
All right, you too.
Thank you so much for tuning in today. Make sure you check out the charity we talked about, and don't forget to follow us wherever you find us. YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Instagram.